Okay, we made it to the rock town of Pewter City. And before we get into the thicket of everything, I want to go back down here and check out the grass here to see if there's like a Nidoran boy or girl. There might be, you never know what kind of new Pokemon might be lying in new grass. And Rattata, okay, uninteresting. But this will also give Volt Butter a little bit of time to catch up to level 12 with the rest of the Gs. And then we'll reevaluate who's going to be in what position from there. But I'm hoping it's not just Rattatas and Pidgeys. That would be kind of sad. Another Rattata. A little disappointing, but I'm holding out hope that we might get something of value. And there, okay. Well, I'm glad that we're at least obliterating them now. As nothing but random encounter obliteration. And another Pidgey. Man, that's kind of sad. I'm not even going to fight that one. You just live your best life, dude. I'm not going to waste my P on that. I don't want to waste one P on that. And, I'm really starting to get discouraged here. I'm starting to think there ain't much of nothing here now. That makes me a little discouraged, to tell you the truth, because I was really hoping I'd get a Nidoran boy or girl in these parts. Because getting one early is nice. I mean, if I have to wait until the Safari Zone to do that, I'm going to be real disappointed. I'm just saying, maybe they'll be in Mount Moon. Maybe they'll be in Mount Moon. I'll hold out some hope. I should have just let this level 2 Rattata go as well. But, alright. I'm going to go ahead and just assume, for the sake of argument, that there's nothing interesting in this grass. And we'll just move on. Here we go. Where are we? Everybody has the same amount of health. Well, that is no help at all. Fine. Then we'll just keep Volt Butter out on the front, I guess. I mean, he's not gonna be valuable right just now. Now, what happens here? You're a trainer, right? Brock's looking for new challengers. Follow me. Okay. So I just talked to this guy and lured him over there. Now, I think that every time that I go over there and talk to him, he's gonna do that. Now, maybe something's changed, but I don't think there's any reason to go into Mount Moon right now. And he just dipped. Okay, great. And I'm going back around. I'm not ready for him yet. Clefairy came from the moon, blah, blah, blah. Moonstones, yada, yada, yada. Jump. There's nothing over there. Oh, there might be like a hidden item over there. But am I going to waste my time searching for a hidden item? You know what? Yes. And you know what? I'm not upset about it because I am making you all watch it. Ha 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 ha! Take that, loyal viewers. And I think I have to cut my way over here. Yeah, so that's not gonna help at all. And going in here, I don't think I'm gonna get anything for doing it. I think I just have to pay money to go look at exhibits. So that's a whole lot of nothing right there. Let's head into the mart. The Martelato, perhaps. Hello! What do I have is a good question. 700. Okay, well, here's the thing. We don't have any awakenings. It wouldn't be bad to have one. I would like to catch a couple Pokemon, so I'm going to get 2 more of these. But I am going to get an awakening just in case something puts me to sleep. I'll just have to be kind of careful because I'm only going to have one, so I'm going to have to really time how I want to do it, or whether I want to just let him ride it out, because I might just let him ride it out. I don't know. Normally I do that with sleep. I just let him deal with it, but there are some times when that is just not worth it to do, and you just need him up right away. And until we get the Poke Flute, which basically solves that problem for us. Pokemon becomes actually, yeah, I know that. And so all of this stuff, all the things that these guys are saying have not changed. I am curious to see what they did for the Jigglypuff, though. I did see that in the Pokemon Center. And let's see. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna do the dance? Oh, he doesn't dance around. That sucks. 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 Oh, he doesn't That sucks. What a cop-out. You're telling me that in the early game, in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, they were able to make that dude spin around like Yoshimitsu, and in this game, they didn't want to spend the, what, $150 worth of animation time that was going to require? Yawn! Yawn indeed! I am unimpressed. Is there anything up here? This is all just transfer people. Who the hell is Tila? Oh, God. Okay. Now, I'm not sure that... Was this reprogrammed for Switch? Can you do this with Switch? Link up with trainers around you who have entered. You may do things like chat, battle, and eat chips. Game Boy. Yeah, well, there is no Game Boy link cable here. So, does anyone know how that's working for the Switch? Somebody let me know in the comments what it is, so I don't have to look it up. What? Oh, Team Rocket. Oh, you're on the phone? I don't care. Everybody's playing Game Boy Advances. That's cute. Now, should I heal Volt Butter even now? Because we're not really gonna be able to use him that much for facing Brock. And I think that that's all we're doing. We're going toe to toe with our first badge foe. And that's all it's gonna be here at White Knux OG. Let's hit the gym, get some reps. But I am gonna go ahead and just put Volt Butter here on the back burner. But I might be able to use Turkile, because if this guy is the Sandshrew he had before, then this shouldn't be too hard. Stop right there, kid! You're 10,000 light years from facing Brock. What is this, Paul Heyman? Oh god, okay, I take that back. I never want to see Paul Heyman in a camper's outfit. Leave that to Man Scout Jake Manning. Editor, Editor, put Man Scout Jake Manning up every time that we go and fight a camper. Put him right there on the logo just for that minute. All right, there we go. Who am I facing? I'm facing Geodude. You're not Sandshrew. I'm gonna sand attack this dude so he can't hit me. And hope that he doesn't have Rock Throw, which I doubt he will. Defense Curl. That is not the same as Harden, so you don't have to use James Harden there. Yeah, I don't really care if you bulk up. Yeah, go ahead and put the defense around yourself, because I'm going to swap this out for Garlock here in a second. I'm just making sure that you can't land a strike. Because it's going to take a long time for Turkile to get through all that. Especially with a type disadvantage. But, yeah, I think that's plenty. I'm not gonna go too hard in the paint there on that. All right, Garlock. So after all of that, he was still able to hit me with a... Fuck this game. Yeah, that's right. Fuck your defense curls. That's right. Sit down. Yeah. Oh, now. Okay. Now comes the Sandshrew. All right. I'm gonna bring Turkile on, and this makes more sense. All right, Sandshrew. Now you, I mean, Gust isn't gonna kill you, but it's, oh wow, that was not as much as I thought was gonna happen. Wow. Okay. I had not anticipated that. Oh, and that does work. All right. Well, I hate to split the diff as far as experience is concerned again, but I kind of don't think that Turkile's going to be much help in this situation either. But this also tells me that level 12 and 14 is exactly what we are going to be facing fighting Brock. Which is fine, because I think between the three of us, we'll be able to knock him down, even though it might take a little while. Alright, yeah, there you go, Liam. You don't need to put Jake Manning back out here at this point. Just at the beginning. Just at the beginning. Alright, let's go look at this guy. I don't like how dark those glasses are. Alright, you're no trainer. There's no doubt about that. Oh no, did I say yes to you explaining stuff? No, I'm good. No, stop. I don't care. I don't care. What? Oh, okay, I guess I have no... I guess I have no say. You're just gonna talk to me no matter what, huh? Okay. Alright. Yeah, there's some people you just can't take no for an answer. Okie dokie. It's free. Me talking at you is free. So yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is. All right. We're going to have to rock the clock off Brock. And you know what? I'm going to do something rather unorthodox here. I'm going to grab one of the guys I actually trained in the back because they got confusion as a result. Give me the Butterfree. I'm going to bring back Orange Soda into this group because I did train him. There's the Beedrill. As you see, he's level 10. I did a little leveling up of these guys. Pork Loin, Niblorsky, and Cordon Bleu. Not a ton, but this is my morning constitution work. And you might see more of that happen in between recordings. But that was what I did before. That was before the episode before this one. Now, I'm not saying we're going to use Orange Soda, but it might not be a bad idea to have him out. Because we could definitely fluctuate as far as what our needs are. Although it would be nice. I'm going to try and just have Garlock sweep this, which I think is not going to be that hard. But just in case we need a second-hand man, I've got Orange Soda. Even though we've got all of that, it never hurts to have somebody just as a backup who's not at a type disadvantage. Which, up until right now, I did not realize kind of makes the case for raising a Butterfree, is that they will help you in gym number 1 here, because the confusion is one of the neutral things for them. Yeah, how you feeling, Liam? You're pretty hot, but not as hot as Brock. Well, that's rather suggestive, I would say. There's a saved file, that's alright. Let's save before you always save before a boss battle. There's no debate about the gate. Let's hit it. So, you're here. I'm Brock. I'm Pewter's gym leader. My rock-hard willpower is evident even in my Pokemon. My Pokemon are all rock-hard and have true grit determination. That's right. My Pokemon are all the rock type. Fwa-ha-ha. If you're going to challenge me, you're going to challenge me knowing that you'll lose? That's the trainer's honor that compels you to challenge me. Fine then, show me your best. Here we go. Trainer Brock, Captain Khakis. All right, 2 dudes, you're level 12. All right, it is in fact the 12 and 14. All right, Garlock, go ahead and sweep this dude up. Done? Done. Get out of here. Done. It's not even a threat. What are we even talking about, bro? Alright, Onyx. Yeah, go. Come on, dude. Yeah. What are we doing? What are we doing? You look nice. You look nice. Oh, you put me in a bind. That doesn't mean I can't move, does it? Yeah, okay. So they switched that now. Good night. So it's Gen 2 rules for bind rather than Gen 1 rules. In Gen 1 rules, he would just bind you and then you wouldn't be able to move, and that was the end of that. Now it's like a lingering attack that does hardly anything. So it kind of makes Onyx and Brock a bit of a joke here to have it be Gen 2 rules for those. I took you for granted, but then again, my moves were also ass. And I didn't really get to have any. So, here we go. Boulder Badge, baby! As Garlock just literally took the fight to him. Brock, are you sure your Pokemon were not part vampire? Because Garlic just went and whipped dat ass. Wait, oh, you're gonna give me Bide? Hooray, I can't wait for Bide. Yeah, I know what a TM is, thank you. A technical machine! Yeah, that's what the ladies call me. A technical machine. As, oh shit, that's not Bide. That's Rock Tomb. That's a different move. Well, I'm pretty satisfied. Let's go get ourselves healed up, even though we hardly took any damage. Thanks for being there in the reserves, Orange Soda. We'll go ahead and drop him back off. As nice as it would be to have him with us. And maybe, you know, I might just take him into the forest, or not into the forest, into Mount Moon when we get there. But we're not going to go to Mount Moon today. We're going to just take what we did, feel pretty good about where we are, and move on with our lives. Everybody restored perfect health. I mean, that's pretty good. Garlock is now at 14. Switch him for Orange Soda for the time being. Because it's nice to have some psychic here in the early going. until we can get a real, no offense to Orange Soda, but until we can get a real psychic Pokemon, it'll be nice to have him there. All right, we're going to put him here. Turkey Leg and Volt Butter in good spots. I'm going to keep Orange Soda around. I've made the decision here, but while we're doing it, let's do a little housekeeping and change the moves. Whoops. We haven't gotten anything for items yet. Summary. That's what I need. Donk, donk. Here we are. Let's move Confusion to here. And then Tackle to here. String Shot is useless. Okay. Good. Move on to there. That's fine. Pikachu. Right. We got to change that to there. And then this goes here. Okay. Great. You're fine. And that's it. That's everybody. Okay. Great. Love that. Is there anything else I can get or want to get? Maybe, yeah, let's stop by the shop real quick. Because it might not be bad to pick up a few extra accommodations. I mean, we got 1,400 yen from Brock. That's pretty good. Okay. So, can anything paralyze me between now and Cerulean? Not that I'm aware of. But there are some trainers here that might have some surprising deals. I should get one escape rope just in case things go south. And I think that's fair. Repels I'm not worried about because I'll just level up with it. I'm going to get 2 more Pokeballs here. That's going to bring our total up to 6. Potions we're good on. I will get a couple Paralyze heals. I think 3 of them. Just in case. I'd rather have it than not. And I think we're actually pretty good on potions because we haven't been using any. Like, literally, we have not been using potions at all because we haven't needed to. Because we're in pretty good standing right now. And I mean, ultimately, when we get to Misty, she's going to be level, I think, 21 is her Starmie. If I remember correctly from my olden days. Because it seems like they are kind of following the same track somewhat in that respect. So we'll just have to see what happens in that regard. Everybody's healed, everybody's happy, and we're ready to move on. Bing bong.